Alrighty, this is Favela Domination. I'm ZelinkTheOne, and I am from Get Productions. I ended up going 21-0 on this game, and it was not on purpose, to be honest. I am using a running class. It's a UMP with the FMJ. FMJ mainly because I like the wallbang, but silencer is probably a lot better, which I'll probably be testing in the near future. I use a smoke grenade and a throwing knife. Throwing knife mainly because it's a cool way to get kills, in my opinion. And smoke grenade because I like to make everybody unable to see anything, unless, of course, they have thermal, which is not usually the case. My perks on this class is straight up running class. Marathon Pro, Lightweight Pro, and Commando Pro. As you can see, I take B pretty easily, camp it a little bit just to make sure. And our whole team got B and C, so we pretty much rape A for a little while. I am playing with a couple of teammates, not from Get himself, but just some people I know. I run out of ammo with my primary after a little bit and end up being stuck with my secondary, which isn't that good because shotgun is not the best weapon to be stuck with, unless of course you camp for a long time. Not much to say, but I do want to make sure you guys know, if you leave suggestions on what we can do, or like what you want us to do, like what certain weapon setups, even if it's the worst weapon setup possible, maybe you want to see a game with us like that, like me using the fall with or like a really bad setup, just a really bad setup, and we'll do that if that's how you want to see. If you want to see just a normal setup, but my own take on that setup, we can try that. Right now, I am partially editing, but our main editor is going to be Jordan, also known as Being Asian, and it's mainly going to be us two for a little bit working on stuff because we're just starting out and we are still working out all the stipulations of meeting up and setting all that stuff up. My kill streaks right now is 5, 7, 9. Predator, Harrier, Favela. It's pretty basic. It's not one of the harder to get kill streaks, but I think it's pretty damaging when you're not trying to nuke. And I don't like to use the chopper gun in AC-130 that much because I like to still kill while my kill streaks are activated. I'm not the type that likes to sit there and go or I really don't see a point. So yeah. We pretty much dominate this entire game. I much prefer them having A and not C, even though they end up taking C later. Because there's these 3 buildings that I pretty much control. This one right there. This one, which I seem to just keep running into the wall for no reason. And the building across from it. Right there, I kind of failed because I thought I had my throwing knife. I was going to throw it at the guy, but I didn't have it, so that's why it took me forever just to shoot him in general. I'm not going to say the people we played against were that good. Honestly, they probably weren't that good. Like, our team is not trying to say like we're amazing, we're pros. We like to have fun, and we like to win at times. Usually winning is good and fun. Sometimes I overreact on getting noob tubes and stuff. My opinions on noob tubes is if someone on the other team uses it and they keep using it, I'll allow myself to use it against them. Otherwise, I try not to noob tube. There are many times I will use the noob tubes to get the shotgun attachment, but that's a challenge. There's difference. It's not like using it to be an asshole. It's just being a challenge. As you can see there, I kind of failed, but I was trying to wallbang earlier, and the guy obviously isn't good with no-scoping and quick-scoping, otherwise he may have gotten me, but it would have been pretty difficult. So, yeah. You can tell I'm down to 1 bullet. Kinda sucks, since it's really hard to kill somebody with a UMP 1 bullet left. As you can tell in this game, the kills take forever half the time, and some people just somehow don't die after like a clip of bullets. Not even with painkiller on. Speaking of painkiller, stupidest perk alive, honestly. People should die. We already have enough problems with a so-called realistic shooting game where the bullets aren't killing them quick enough, and now we're gonna extend that. That's just retarded. So right now I'm stuck with the spas. Personally love the spas. The other shotguns are just either really gay, no offense to any gay people, and are really bad. Like the striker, pretty shitty shotgun. Don't know why anybody uses it. M14, not a fan of it. The AA-12, it goes with the gay shotguns because it takes very little skill to use. All you do is pretty much keep clicking the trigger, and you just spray bullets everywhere. And if the other person doesn't die, it's because you're really bad in general. As for Kimbos, models, and Rangers, I am not for models and a Rangers akimbo. It's retarded. You can't do that in reality at all. Your wrist would probably break off so easily. But if I'm getting Rangered or akimboed or anything, whatever, the only one I will use at times is the Akimbo Rangers, because the models are really gay. Even after the pre-patch, the patch and everything, I still hate them. The reason is because you don't have to reload that much. With the Rangers, you are stuck with 2 bullets per. So if you're in a bad situation and you're using them, you have to use them wisely. Otherwise, you will die. Because the reload is about 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds long, and that's a long enough time to die in this game. As my first commentator, this is probably pretty bad, but as the viewers, you can make suggestions as what you want me to say, how you want me to say it. Just give me some suggestions, or give us some suggestions. We can do pretty much anything with this game if we mess around a bit. At this point, they did capture C, so they're not going to come around me that much, hence why I only had 21 kills. But we pretty much just dominated in general. Yeah. Also, for our team, the Get 'em team, there are some spots open. I don't know how many people we're going to have on the team in general, but I like cool people. People who like to talk but not be assholes. People who are fun to play with but not terrible. Like, you can be good. If you're good, that's definitely good. If you're great, even better. But if you're really bad, we probably won't accept you. We may play with you, help you get better, possibly. Yeah, that's possible. But that's about it. At this point, I found a primary. It was a scar with a couple of noob tubes. So I was getting rid of the noob tubes since it wasn't even my weapon, and pretty much wallbang that guy, even though I don't think this has FMJ on, so just a normal wallbang. The game ends pretty quick though. It wasn't that long, and as you can see, game's over. Thank you for the time. Subscribe, rate, comment, anything. Just let us know what you want, and I'll see you all later.